Good evening. Let's talk about something we all use every day, but barely understand: money. Look around, people hustling, working, trading their time for a paycheck, trusting that money will buy what they need tomorrow. But lately, that trust feels shaky. Prices creep up, savings lose power, and the dream of a comfortable life drifts further away. You're not imagining it. The rules changed long before you started playing. The greatest heist in human history is happening right now, in plain sight. So, what's really going on? Is it just greed, or are we all bad with money? No. The truth is deeper and more structural. It's hidden in the very nature of the money we use. We're told money is stable, a reliable measure of value. But our money is built on trust, and that trust is being eroded by the very institutions meant to protect it. This isn't just economics, it's a thriller, a tragedy, and a warning. And it all starts on a day that quietly changed the world forever. Let's go back to that moment. For most of history, money was real, gold, something tangible and scarce. Gold kept governments in check. They couldn't just create more on a whim. The gold standard made paper money a claim on actual gold. The US dollar, for example, was once worth a fixed amount of gold. You could, in theory, trade your dollars for gold at a bank. This system anchored the global economy to something solid. But on August 15, 1971, President Nixon announced the US would no longer convert dollars to gold. Overnight, the dollar, and every currency tied to it, was cut loose from reality. Money became fiat, valuable only because the government says so, backed by nothing but trust. It's like a currency that only works if everyone believes in it. This was a seismic shift. Imagine a soccer game where the referee suddenly says, "No more rules." The guardrails were gone. Now governments could print as much money as they wanted. The era of unlimited money printing had begun. The world would never be the same. The consequences of that day still shape our lives. The foundation of our money changed from gold to faith. And that faith is easier to break than gold. This is where our story really begins. So, if money isn't tied to gold, where does it come from? The answer: it's created out of thin air. When governments need more money, they issue debt, IOUs called bonds. The central bank, like the Federal Reserve, buys these bonds by simply creating new money with a keystroke. Instantly, billions or trillions appear on a digital ledger. This new money flows into banks, which lend it out, multiplying it further. It's the ultimate magic trick. Governments spend money they don't have, and central banks conjure it from nothing. If you could do this, you'd never worry about bills again. But there's a catch. When money is created for free, it loses value. The process is hidden behind jargon like quantitative easing to keep you in the dark. This system funds massive deficits and endless spending without direct taxation. But it's a system built on a dangerous illusion. What do you call a system that needs ever-increasing new money to pay off old promises? A Ponzi scheme. Our debt-based money system works the same way. Every dollar is born as debt, with interest attached. To pay back the debt plus interest, more money must be created. The system must always grow, or it collapses. If growth stops, defaults and bankruptcies follow. The system is addicted to expansion, like a shark that must keep swimming. Central bankers aren't evil masterminds, they're trapped, forced to choose between collapse and runaway inflation. Their only move is to keep kicking the can down the road. But eventually, something has to give. So, why does money printing matter to you? One word: inflation. Inflation isn't just prices going up, it's your money buying less. When more dollars chase the same goods, each dollar is worth less. This is a hidden tax. Your savings lose value, and your paycheck can't keep up. Savers are punished, debtors rewarded. Imagine a party with a punch bowl and tickets. If the host prints thousands of new tickets but the punch stays the same, each ticket is worth less. That's what happens when new money floods the economy. Over the last 50 years, the dollar has lost over 90% of its purchasing power. This isn't a bug, it's the system's main feature. Inflation is how the great heist is carried out. The result? The dream of financial security slips further away. The system is designed to erode your wealth quietly, year after year, and most people never see it coming. When new money is created, it doesn't reach everyone equally. It flows first to governments, big banks, and financial elites. They spend it before prices rise, buying real assets at old prices. By the time it trickles down to you, prices have already gone up. This is called the Cantillon effect. The rich get richer not because they work harder, but because they're first in line for new money. It's a reverse Robin Hood. Wealth flows from the many to the few. During crises, Wall Street gets bailed out while Main Street struggles. Inflation acts as a hidden tax on everyone else. The system is rigged to benefit those at the top. If this system is so unstable, why does it persist? Because it benefits those in power, until it doesn't. History is full of failed fiat currencies, from ancient Rome to Weimar Germany to Zimbabwe. When governments can print money at will, they always abuse it. It starts slow, then accelerates, until faith in the currency breaks. That's hyperinflation. Money becomes worthless, savings are wiped out, chaos follows. No fiat currency has survived forever. The US dollar's special status has prolonged the experiment, but it's not immune. As debt and money printing soar, other countries look for alternatives. The foundations are shaking. To believe this time is different is to ignore history's harshest lesson. All fiat currencies eventually return to their intrinsic value zero. The clock is ticking. The end is always the same. So, how does this end? Not with a bang, but a slow unraveling. We're already seeing persistent inflation, social unrest, and desperate policy moves. Two paths lie ahead: a deflationary collapse, with mass bankruptcies and unemployment, or runaway inflation, destroying savings and trust. Politicians almost always choose inflation. It's slower, easier to hide, and someone else's problem later. Either way, the promises made, pensions, bonds, social security, can't all be kept. The system will reset, chaotically and unfairly. The largest wealth transfer in history is coming. Those who cling to the old system will be wiped out. Those who prepare can survive, even thrive. The choice is yours. This all sounds terrifying, but you're not powerless. The first step is what you're doing now. Learning. Understand the rules of the game. Knowledge is your armor against deception. If money is designed to lose value, don't store your wealth in it. Convert savings into real assets, gold, land, real estate, or even new forms of money like Bitcoin. This isn't about getting rich quick, it's about survival. Build your financial lifeboat before the storm hits. Educate yourself, question the mainstream, and think independently. The world is changing, but that's not a reason for despair. It's a call to action. The end of one system is the start of another. Protect your family's wealth and be part of the solution. The exit door's open. Walk through it. Good night, and good luck.